Hey guys, welcome to our page, and we just want to let you know. I hope tomorrow is bank holiday, and we want you to have a good bank holiday. The sun is shining. I know I'm in Derby, but it's going to be all over the United Kingdom, and wherever you are in the world, Jamaica, everywhere. Just make sure that tomorrow you have a really good time. You know what I'm saying? I just want to talk very briefly on this topic, saying knowing your friends from your enemies. And I'm going to be brief because this is not even rocket science or science. People come in different shapes, different size. People come from different languages, different governments, different flag, different religion, different nationality, different values, different home, different system, different father. Some have mother, some have father, some have two fathers, some have two mothers, some have a mom and father, some are just a mother, some have just a father, some have got uncles, some have got aunties, grandma. We are, the background is diverse, and we have got to understand in life you are a production of your background. You're a production of your making, of who you are, of who produce you to be who you are. So that when you are grown and of age, now you've got a choice to make, you know, and people's gonna see things differently. And people are gonna have different values when it comes on to friendship. People are gonna have different values when it comes on to loyalty, and people are going to have different values when it comes on to confidentiality and all of these things. But I know we are living into an age in the 21st century that people are suffering a lot because of people betrayal. You know what I'm saying? And we see it. It's in the celebrity world. This guy, you must heard about him. He's a very funny guy in America called Kevin Hart, and right now he's suffering because his wife is pregnant, and is I think a news came out that he caught him having sex with one of his friend. She was a friend, I believe, of the wife or something. But who did it? When it came out, it was his best friend that he helped, to take into the business and do that into the business and show to even the Rock and quite few celebrities in Hollywood, and he did not get a big break, but Kevin Hart, because of what it is and who he is, even though he's some small in stature, but he's big in art and all of that. But they're working through it. But I'm saying that he was wrong. We're not saying that Kevin Hart is right. You are wrong. But what we are saying is that his friend, you would expect that to be your friend. You would expect your friend to say, man, you're wrong. And if you do it again, I'm going to tell you what. You know what I'm saying? That's what a friend does. So, we're living into an age, especially young people now, they don't have the same loyalty because sometimes they follow their parents. My mom brought me up to have strong values and loyalty when it comes onto family and friends. I've never seen people banging on my mom's door. I never see my mom chatting about people or gossiping about people. No, I never see that. She taught us how to have true value in people and respecting people for who they are and what they bring to the table, and do not betray people's trust. And if they tell you something, or you even if they don't speak to you again, but you hold that, because it's not about them, it's about you. You're not letting them down, you're letting yourself down. And so one of the way I would say to you to spot a person before it happened to you is to see how that person talk about other people. If that person put other people down, then you've got to be careful. It's not going to be long before that person put you down. If you have done everything and that person has never congratulate you as a friend, oh, well done, man. Oh, man, I'm happy for you. Send you a car. You need to check that out. If it is your birthday or wedding anniversary or something that your friend never yet one day said, you know what happened? This is on you. It's one way. It's not going to be long. So these are signs. You see the person for how they treat their mom or their dad or their family, or they form their friends before you. you can tell that this is heading for shipwreck, because it's not going to be long before the knife turned back on you. It's like you were with somebody that was with somebody else, and you're having a good time. Yeah, but for that moment. But in reality, it's not going to be long before it spin around. If it never start right, what tells you that it's going to end right? There are certain laws and that keeps friendship, and your enemies is what bring you down. A friend will never highlight what is evil in you. Our friends will always be there. Our friend will always have a listening ear. Our friend will always lift you up. Our friend will always see the best in you. Our friend will defend you at all times. Our friend will support you at all times. Not that the friend will agree with you at all times, or the friend will agree with everything you do, but they will support you because you are different from what you do. They may not support what you do. I don't support what everybody do or my friend do, but I support them, the person, the individual, the production, not necessarily the production, the person, the original, and friend. When you find a good friend, stay with that friend. Don't backstab that person. Don't two-time that person. Don't put that person down. Just accept the person for who they are and treat them in the capacity as a friend. Because I'm telling you this, a good friend, the song really goes, a good art is hard to find. And I'm telling you, a good friend is hard to find. Enemies and haters are a lot. But if you've got one good friend, is better than 1 million haters, because that one good friend will defend you. If I go to the scripture, the Bible said one shall chase 8,000 and two would put 10,000 to flight. Two. So if you've got one good friend, that is better than having 1 million of counterfeit, two-faced hypocrites. So we need to recognize and don't sell yourself out. If you've got somebody that tries to keep your personality stifled, get away from them. If you've got somebody who don't want you to be your true, authentic self, get away from that person. If you've got that person that want to speak over you and above you and think they're superior above you and think they are better than you and think they're showing off and try to compete against you when you're not in a competition, get away from that person. These are signs. Don't wait until it all tumble down to waste time to solve it. What am I saying? Prevention is better than cure. So if you prevent the situation, it's fine. If you have to be alone most of the time, it doesn't matter, because eagle stay alone. Eagle is the majestic bird. Eagle exemplify dignity and sovereignty and divine. Eagle is one of the only bird that you will go across the world and see at business, the corporate business, the spiritual, everywhere. An eagle, the power, the strength, the might, the height, the vision, the sight of an eagle is beyond no other birds. It's royal, it's dignified, it's graceful. So if you have got to stay alone for most of the time, don't worry about that. It's just the way that your path has been cut out. What you've got to do is to learn, not only to do it yourself, but to learn when you are by yourself, to utilize and maximize that time to be perfected in your purpose, in your craft, in your gift, in your talent. Nothing is wasted. But I want you to know, don't have friends for friends' sake. Don't have people in your crew to keep up space. It is better you have an empty chair or an empty seat more than to have people who is not truly with you and by your side. Friends or enemy, wait up. A relative of mine usually call them frenemy. They are frenemies, haters. So there is a profound distinction to identify friends or enemies. A friend will always be by your side, even if you don't see them once every 20 years. They will never betray your trust. They will never let you down. They will tell you the truth to your face, but they will respect you at all times. Friendship. You need to be able to value who you are before you can choose a friend. Don't compromise your principle to please no friend. Stand up, be counted, be valid, be your own identity. Be your own person. True person, true self. And then, and only then, you can say, I'm ready for a friend because I am who I am. If you're not, skip to the side. Don't be afraid. Don't be intimidated. Don't be inadequate. Stand. Let your voice be heard. Bless you. Friends.